Hey there, welcome everybody. Good morning, Insomniac Baseball, 2 a.m. I gotta go to work in a couple hours, few hours. I still may be able to catch a couple hours of shut eye, but took a nap, can't sleep, have to keep it quiet. My wife is in the room next door, and if this wakes her up, I'm in trouble. All right, so we're playing APBA. It's opening day 1979. It's Vita Blue versus Tom Terrific, and we're in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Mike Ivy for the San Francisco Giants. And we're rolling. That's a 54, and it's a fly ball to right. Over. Under it is the right fielder, Ken Griffey. Pounds the glove and puts it away. Next batter is going to be the catcher, Mark Hill. It's a 23, and that's bounced up the middle, and getting there is shortstop Concepcion over to first in time, 2 down. APBA plays very fast as a type of game, and there's not too many complications, very minimal complications to this game. One of the reasons it's a very popular game. And it's a 35 on Metzger's card, and that's a 39. So 39 on fielding column 1, because that's the fielding column for the Reds. 39 is a strike. If Seaver would have a W, it'd be a base on balls. So we're going to roll again. It's a 44, and that against Seaver, who's a B, an 8, B pitcher. That's a fly ball. It's a drive to center. And will Geronimo get there? Yes, he does, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Terrific. And Blue will be facing Foster, Bench, and Dreesen in the bottom of the second inning. Gonna have to probably turn up the sounds for this stream. APBA plays very quickly, so it's an easy game to get through. That's a 55. Any double in APBA is pretty good, and that's a 9, but against a C pitcher, it's going to be a pop-up to third. This one down. Next is that should have been George Foster, and it's a 7, so that would have been a hit. My fault. So that's APBA calls it a single to right. So Foster goes oppo for a single. He's on at first. And next up is Johnny Bench. That's a 25 and 8 with a runner on first. That's the whole thing with this. Now we got to flip the page. So runner on first against a C pitcher, and that's going to be a single to center, run into third. With 2 outs, run into third. That's the asterisk. So it's a runner to second. So we're going to have first and second. Next is Dan Dreesen. And a 62 is a 29 with runners on first and second. 29. There is page turning in this game. That's the one thing. And 29 here is going to be an out at first. A ball hit right back to. Oh, actually, they're down here. Yeah, fielding column 3 for the Giants, and it's going to be out at first, runner to second, runner first and second, first and third bases. No, it's first and second bases. Let's go back. There it is. 29 out at first, runners advance 1 base. So now second and third against Blue. And it's going to be a guy named, I think it was Rick Orbach. I remember him as Rick Orbach. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. But it's his nickname here is Arnold, and it's Frederick Steven. And we're conceding a run here. It's going to be a 21. That's a 30. And that's runners on second and third. Now again, you got to flip. And then we're doing fielding column 3 of 30. 1 run scores on the sac fly to left. It's 2 out. Scoring is Foster. 1-0 Reds. And here's Geronimo. So 21, and that's going to be a fly because it's a 30 again with a runner on second this time. And that's going to be a fly out to left to end the inning. So the damage is minimized. 1 run on a couple of hits. And we go to the top of the third inning. Vita Blue's leading off for the Giants. Vita Blue, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. It's a 46 and a 13 against Seaver. It's going to be a strikeout. I don't even have to look at that. If Seaver had an R rating, it would be 17. Needs to be 17 and under needs to be, or under 17 needs to be accompanied by an adult. Now the R rating means that he's more of a fly ball pitcher. Doesn't strike out that many, but Seaver strikes out Blue, and here's North. 23, and that's a 28, and that's bounced to the shortstop. Oh, 28. Yep, to the shortstop with the bases empty. And that is Concepcion makes the play. Here's Terry Woodfield. It's a 63, and that's going to be a drive to center field. On the run is Geronimo. Geronimo runs it down. 3 up, 3 down for Tom Terrific. No runs, no hits. So far, Seaver's given up 1 hit, to Bill Madlock, and he'll be leading off the top of the 4th. Seaver's up now here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's a 65, that's a 35, and that's going to be a foul out behind the plate, and right there is the catcher Hill. 1 away. '26 is a 32. 32 will be a fly out to right. Actually, again, I should be looking here. 32 still a fly out to right. I got to remember that with against the Giants, I'm on 3, and with what I do sometimes as a hack is just play 2, and then I play the individual ratings, but I don't want to play that today, so I don't want to have to explain it. It's a 61, and it's bounced to short, picked up by Metzger, over to first, and Concepcion is retired. We go to top of the 4th now. No runs, no hits, none left. Bill Madlock, who's got the only hit against Seaver today. Here's a pitch from Seaver, 46, and that's a fly ball, left field, 1 away. Under it is who's in left of George Foster. Here is Jack Clark. He's got power, 31 and 9 against a B pitcher, and that is a single over short. Foster over quickly, gets to it. Clark is on at first. Next is going to be Darrell Evans. He's got some power. 35. That's a 39 with a runner on first. And the 39 runner, there goes the runner, and the throw down from bench in time. 2-4. So I guess this guy had that for Bill North, who leads off. But it's going to hit Jack Clark sometimes, and it's going to hit Bill Madlock sometimes, and Terry Woodfield. All right, so it's going to be Darrell Evans is still up. 2 out now. Johnny Bench throws out a runner. It's going to be a 53, a 20. And we're just going to use fielding column 1. And the 20 will be bases empty. Fielding column 1 is going to be a first on error on the second baseman. So it's going to be a bouncer to Morgan, and he boots it, E4. And up comes Ivy. Mike Ivy, I remember him with the Padres. That's a 56. And that is a 34 on Ivy's card. And a 34 will be a pop-up in the infield. Second baseman Morgan, he's there, and that retires the side. So no runs, one hit, one left on the error, and we move to the bottom of the fourth. Score is 1-0. Reds, April 4th, 1979. Joe Morgan's leading it off. 25, that's a 10 against a C pitcher, and that's going to be a single to center. So he ropes one to center field, and he's on first. Here comes George Foster, who's got a ton of power. He had a big 79 season. Holy smokes. You can see a 1 at, these are home run numbers, 1 at 66 and 1 at 11. Here's the pitch. That's a 13, that's strike 3. And he swings and misses at a high fastball. He was swinging for the fences. There's no doubt about that. 1 out, 1 on. Johnny Bench, probably one of the top 5 catchers in baseball history. That's a 25 and an 8. And an 8 against a C pitcher. Well, remember, 7 to 11 are the hit numbers, and 8 is going to be a single to center, runner to second. So first and second. Finch picks up his second single of the day. Here's Dan Dreesen. Pitch from Blue, and that's a 14 with runners on first and second. And that's going to be a walk because Blue is just a Y. He's got no Z. So that's going to be a 14 base on balls. He's got no Z. Otherwise, it would be 2 balls. So that's going to load the bases for the Reds. Now, Blue won this game. He won a complete game. I don't know if that's going to happen today. We'll see what happens. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. 1 out. And it's going to be Rick Auerbach. And the infield is going to be playing. We're already down. We're going to play the corners in and the middle halfway for the double play. That's a 63 and a 32 with the bases loaded. And that 32 is going to be a fly ball. Runner on second and third, advance 1 base. So a sac fly, the second sac fly of the day. That's the second one by Auerbach. And we're going to be first and third now. That's the one thing about this game. You have to go back and forth flipping the pages. It's a little bit like History Maker Baseball. There's a lot of page flipping. All right, see what happens. Geronimo, that's a 64, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So 1 run scores on 2 hits and a walk. They leave 2, and it's going to be 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th inning. This is Midnight Baseball, Insomniac Baseball. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Check out, remember to check out the Facebook group, Universal Baseball Association. You'll really enjoy that. This will go up. It's going to be Mark Hill leading it off at 23, and that's bounced in the hole. Concepcion with a long throw, and he has plenty of time. The catcher's running. He's slow. You can see the S on his card. And here's Metzger, Roger Metzger, who flied out to center. It's a 61, and that's a fly ball. This time it's to right field. And the right fielder, Griffey, is there. And here comes the pitcher, Vida Blue. 52, that's a 27. There's nobody on base. Let's go there. 27 on a 1. That's going to be if Seaver were an X, and he's been an X sometimes, it'd be a strikeout. Otherwise, it's a bouncer to third. Picked up by third baseman Rick Auerbach, and over to first, and that retires the side. So So after 4.5, it's 2-0, no runs, no hits. And at the top of the 5th, we move to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Reds. Tom Terrific leading off. That's a 13, that's a strikeout. Next is Griffey, and that's a 66, and that's going to be a 0. So these are double column cards. So the 0 is going to say that it's going to be an automatic hit of some kind, but we got to roll again. And that's going to be a deep drive to right field, no doubt about this. Ken Griffey touches them all on a solo home run here against Vita Blue, and it's 3-0. And here is Dave Concepcion with a 33, and that's another 0. So again, we're going to go to the second column. So it's a definite hit of some kind. And a 23 is going to be a drive that's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Digging for second is Concepcion. He's in there ahead of the throw. So a 1-out double, a home run and a double. And out comes the manager. He's going to talk to Blue. Here comes Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan today's 1 for 2. And the pitch from Blue, that's a 44 and an 8 with a runner on second. Against a C pitcher, and that's going to be a single over second. Runner will score. And that's 4-0 now. Morgan with an RBI. Here comes Foster. Who's 1 for 2 today? There's a pitch, and it's a 26. Strike 3. Curveball gets Foster. 2 out. And it's John Bench. And a 53 is an 18. Ooh. 18 with a runner on first. And they're a C. And that's going to be a first and second. No, first on air, runner to third, E6. So Metzger boots it. It rolls into the outfield. Hustling over to third is Morgan. The speedy Morgan gets there easily. And now it's going to be first and third. Johnny Bench is on an error. And here's Dreesen. And a 32, a 26. That'll be an out of some kind. But let's see what happens, what kind of an out it is with runners on. We're looking here. 26 will be a bouncer to second. He flips to the shortstop covering. So it's going to be Madlock to Metzger to retire the side. But the Reds pick up a couple of runs on 3 hits and an error. And they lead at 4-0 as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Bill North is leading off against Terrific. And a 25. Rolled a 25. And that'll be a ground to second. Morgan up with it. It throws out North. Whitfield is next. He's 0 for 2 today, and that's 63. He's going to be 0 for 3. It's a high fly to center field. Gliding over is Geronimo and pounds the glove, makes the catch. Next is Bill Madlock. Bill Madlock with an 8 against Seaver, and he's a B pitcher, so that's going to be a fly ball center field. Backing up a few steps is Geronimo, and he makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down here in the top of the 6th for Terrific. It's going to be Arbach leading off against Blue. 14, and that's lifted to left near the corner. And hustling over there is Whitfield. He makes the catch. 1 down. Geronimo now. Pitch to Geronimo, 66. That's going to be a 0. So we're going to roll again for the second column. And a 24 is going to be a drive down the line, and that's a fair ball. Kicks up some chalk. Digging for second is Geronimo. Here's the throw, the tag, and he's under the tag. Tom Seaver's up now with a runner on second and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Reds. And Seaver with a 33, and that's going to be a 0, and that's going to take us to the second column. Wow, we're rolling a lot of doubles. And the second column is going to be a double. Going to split the outfielders, and that'll drive home Geronimo, so an RBI for Seaver. And let's take a look real quick here. See, we may have to bring in a reliever. All right, it's Tom Griffin coming in to pitch to leadoff hitter Ken Griffey. So no pitcher for the Giants. And Griffey, who's 1 for 3 with a home run, a solo shot in that 5th inning. He bats here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on second base and 1 out. That's a 63, and it's going to be a fly ball center field. Runner on second, center field, and it's down here. Fly out to center. 2 out. And here's Concepcion. Concepcion is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. And a 41 says 24 with a runner on second. We're looking here, and that's popped up infield. Shortstop. Metzger makes the catch, and that retires the side. So they pick up 1 on 2 hits, and the Reds lead it by a score of 5-0. We go to the top of the 7th. So Griffin comes in and does a good job of minimizing the damage. Tom Seaver on the mound here for the Reds, 1979. And that's a 12, and that's bounced to second. Morgan throws out Clark, 1 out, 1 out. Next is Darrell Evans with a 13, that's ball 4. Seaver walks Evans, that's his second walk of the game. He walked North in the 1st, and now Evans in the 7th. Here's Ivy with good power, and that's going to be a 26, strike 3, and Seaver blows a fastball by Ivy. 2 outs. Mark Hill, 35, and that's a 14, but there's a runner on first, and Seaver's a Z. So let's see, feeling 1 and a Z pitcher, that's 2 balls. So 2 balls on Seaver. Mark Hill, 52, a 27. And that will be a 5-4 fielder's choice. 10th inning. We go, that's 7th inning stretch, everybody. Take me out to the ballpark. Joe Morgan's up. Griffin, he's an X, that's a 31, that's ball 4. So he walks. 31 equals 14. That's a walk, automatic walk in this case. Foster's up now. Foster's 1 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a single. And that's a 13, and that I think is going to be back-to-back walks for Griffin. Yep. So again, the Giant pitching is struggling. Bench with runners on first and second. That's going to be back-to-back walks. 13 is another 14, and that loads the bases. So he walks, the bases loaded. And here comes Dreesen. So this is the 8x10 book. This is a great book to get if you can find it. It's easy to travel with. Good travel companion. That's a 34, and that's going to be a 31 with the bases loaded. That will be a fly out, sacrifice fly. 3rd sacrifice fly of the day for the Reds. Scoring is Morgan. So picking up an RBI is Dreesen. 1 down, 1st and 2nd. 6-0 now. And that's going to be a snake eyes, which is a 0. That's going to be more runs. And a 44, and that's going to be a drive. Let me see here with 1st and 2nd. We got a 2 on that 44. 1st and 2nd, that's going to be over the center fielder's head. See pitcher. Oh no, it's going to be a 5 because let's see. It's a triple. It's going to be 1 run scores, 2 run score, and he's going to try for a triple and throw to third, not in time. 2 run triple for our back, who picks up 4 RBIs today. So that's 3 more runs. It's going to be 8-0. And the infield's in for Geronimo. So 52-27 with a runner on third. 27, runner on third, runner holds. 5-3. 2 out now. And here's Terrific. It's a 56-34. 34 says popped up right side. First baseman Ivy. He's there. Makes the catch and that retires the side. But they pick up 3 more runs on a triple and a sac fly. On 1 hit, 3 walks. And it 3 goes down here. No runs, no hits there. Here we go to the top of the 8th inning. 8-0 Reds. The score of this game, I think, was 9-1 Giants. Here's Metzger. 35, and that's a 39, which I believe it's going to be a foul ball with nobody on base. And it's a strike. Again, pitch from Seaver, 41, bounce to short. Up with it is Concepcion. He throws him out. All right, Griffin is up, and we're going to let down 8-0. We're going to let Griffin bat. I kind of can see this game pretty much at this point. 31, that's a strikeout. And next is Bill North with 2 outs. Yeah, the 23 is bounced to short. Concepcion over to first and just gets the speedy North. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-0 Cincy. Playing APBA Basic. Insomnia Baseball. So you're going to have to turn up your volume because everybody here is sleeping. They can't shake the dice too much. I'll get kicked out of the house and sleep in the backyard. 34, that's a fly ball to center field for Griffey. Out number 1. North covers good ground. Here's Concepcion with a 44, and that is ripped to center for a base hit. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Here comes Morgan, 3rd place hitter. And that's going to be a 55, which is a 9. A 9 against a C pitcher is going to be a ground ball to third. Nice play by Evans over to first in time. So 2 out, runner on second. And here comes George Foster. He's due, and there it is. That's a deep drive. You got a hold of that, unloaded, and that is way back left field. 2-run shot. George Foster, 66. 2-4, picks up 2 RBIs. And it's 10-0 now. Here's John Bench. We need 1 more out. Are we going to get it? Looks like we are. And that's ripped to short. Metzger over to first in time to get Bench. So 2 runs on 2 hits. And it's 10-0 Reds. And Seaver's going for a complete game victory. He's going to face Whitfield, Madlock, and Clark. Here's a pitch from Seaver. Seaver has not allowed a run. And it's a 64, and that's a strikeout. That is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Terrific. And here comes Madlock, who's 1 for 3. 61, and it's bounced to short. Picked up by Geronimo over to first, and low throw, but scooped out by Dreesen. 2 down, and here's Jack Clark. One out away. Oh, Jack Clark gets a hold of one. There goes the shutout. Deep left center field. Gone. Jack Clark. So it's 10-1. There goes Seaver's shutout in the top of the ninth with 2 outs. And here's Darrell Evans, and Darrell Evans with a 64 struck him out. Ball game over. Seaver. 7 strikeouts for Seaver. And 1 run on 1 hit in the top of the ninth inning. Final score is 10-1. I'll quickly go over the hits. This is how I do it sometimes. 1 there, 2, so that's a 2-hitter for Seaver, a 3-hitter for Seaver, allowed 1 run. For the Reds is a totally different story. 2 hits. That's 6 hits, 7 hits, 8, 9 hits, 10 hits, 11 hits, and 12 hits and 2 home runs. So it's 12 hits, 3 hits, errors, 1 for the Reds on Morgan. And let's see, 1 on Metzger for the Giants. So both second baseman for the Reds and the shortstop for the San Francisco Giants make errors. So final is Cincinnati 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Giants 1 run, 3 hits and 1 error. Loss goes to Blue. Victory goes to Seaver. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, APBA Basic, Insomniac Baseball. Come join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. Guaranteed to enjoy it greatly. And I will see you soon.